Have you ever closed out a financial year with impressive numbers, only to feel a profound sense of exhaustion, unease, or even disappointment? You're not alone. Many business owners achieve their revenue targets, see growth, and operate a seemingly healthy business, yet something feels fundamentally off. If you've ever wondered why a good year on paper doesn't always translate to a good year for you, this episode is your essential guide to redefining success. Most business owners, entrepreneurs, and small business leaders instinctively strive for a good financial year. It sounds obvious, doesn't it? We chase growth, revenue targets, and profitability. Yet, by mid-year, or even earlier, a quiet sense of disappointment or unease can creep in, even when the financial reports look perfectly fine. Your revenue might be up, operations are humming, and nothing appears broken. Despite these outward signs of success, an internal alarm bell might be ringing. You might feel stretched thin, constantly battling fires, or simply too tired to enjoy the fruits of your labor. This isn't a sign of failure. It's a signal that your definition of good might be incomplete. This feeling is incredibly common, and it's a critical indicator that we need to look beyond just the balance sheet. This video is specifically for you if you're a business owner who primarily judges your year by financial metrics, but still finds yourself grappling with pressure, fatigue, or uncertainty beneath those impressive results. We understand the immense dedication and personal sacrifice that goes into building and running a business. Our goal here is to offer a more holistic, empathetic, and ultimately more sustainable way to evaluate your annual performance. By the end of this discussion, you'll gain a profound understanding of what most owners misunderstand about what truly constitutes a good financial year. You'll see why this common misunderstanding often creates unnecessary stress and how to evaluate your year with greater clarity, calm, and a renewed sense of purpose. This isn't about lowering your standards. It's about elevating them to include your well-being and the long-term health of your business. The root of this problem often lies in where we source our definition of a good year. Most owners, quite naturally, inherit their benchmarks from external sources. We look at industry growth targets, compare our revenue to competitors, or simply try to outdo last year's numbers. These metrics, growth, revenue comparisons, industry benchmarks, are not inherently wrong. They provide valuable data points for financial planning and market positioning. However, they are fundamentally incomplete. These external indicators tell you what happened financially, but they utterly fail to capture what it truly cost you, the owner, to make those numbers a reality. Over time, experienced entrepreneurs learn a crucial lesson. Numbers alone cannot explain why some years feel sustainable and energizing, while others, despite strong financial performance, leave you utterly exhausted and questioning everything. This disconnect is a major contributor to owner burnout. The most common misunderstanding is deceptively simple. If the numbers are up, it was a good year. This seems logical, even irrefutable, from a purely financial perspective. But here's the critical problem. A year can indeed look stellar on paper, while simultaneously, and often quietly, eroding your well-being and the long-term health of your business. This is where the stress reduction and owner well-being aspects become paramount. A year of impressive financial growth can, paradoxically, increase your stress levels, reduce your personal flexibility, and consume an ever-growing amount of your precious time. It can narrow your future options by locking you into unsustainable operational models. When this happens, you, the owner, end the year more tired, more stressed, and potentially more disillusioned than when you started, even if revenues soared. That, dear entrepreneur, is not true success. It's a recipe for strain and burnout. A truly good financial year, one that contributes to both business success and owner well-being, does far more than just produce income. It's about creating a virtuous cycle of growth and sustainability. A genuinely good year leaves you, the owner, feeling clearer and more focused, rather than more confused or overwhelmed by complexity. It actively works to reduce repeated pressure points and operational bottlenecks that drain your energy. Furthermore, a truly successful year improves the quality of your decision-making, allowing you to lead with greater foresight and less reactive stress. Crucially, it creates more margin, not just financial margin in your profit and loss statement, but also mental and emotional margin in your life. Experienced owners eventually come to this profound realization. A good year is ultimately one that makes the next year easier to run, not necessarily faster or bigger, but fundamentally more stable, resilient, and enjoyable. That's the quiet, yet powerful, test most people miss. So, how do you begin to shift your perspective and evaluate your year more holistically? Start by asking yourself different questions. Beyond revenue and profit, consider, did this year enhance my personal well-being? Did it create more time for strategic thinking? Or did it consume all my time with urgent tasks? Did my team grow in capability and autonomy? Or did I become more indispensable? Implement regular owner check-ins throughout the year, not just financial reviews. Assess your energy levels, your stress points, and your overall satisfaction. Look for opportunities to delegate, automate, or eliminate tasks that drain you but don't significantly contribute to your core mission. Prioritize investments that reduce future friction, whether that's new software, better training, or hiring key personnel. If you've experienced years that looked fantastic on paper but felt incredibly heavy on your shoulders, please know that this doesn't mean you failed. On the contrary, it means your standards are maturing. You're evolving beyond a purely transactional view of success to a more profound, sustainable understanding. A truly good year isn't just about the results. It's about what those results require from you, and whether that cost is sustainable and aligned with your long-term vision for your business and your life. This shift in perspective is a powerful step towards greater owner well-being and long-term business resilience. It's about building a business that serves your life, not one that consumes it. In our next episode, we'll delve into why being perpetually busy in February or any month is often a warning sign, not a badge of progress, and how to break free from the cycle of constant urgency. Please like this video if you have enjoyed. Every like encourages us to create helpful content. Thank you once again for watching. Have a blessed day